Hey guys, Collector here. Welcome to my home. You've seen this gun room many times. I've built 5 of these. And in those 5, I've learned what to do, what not to do. So most of these guns in here are the modern guns. Now, it got to a point where I was putting them on the floor because I was running out of room. Then the wife came up with a brilliant idea of building another gun room out of the vault room that used to be the gift wrapping room. So today I'm going to show you in that room what I learned from these other rooms. Let's go check them out. Now here's the vault door. This door was in the foundation when we bought the house. Now, from what I was told, was the guy who built the house found this vault door in a field someplace. It was rusty, it was a piece of junk and all that kind of stuff. And it took a lot to get this in the foundation. So I had to bring in heavy equipment and all that kind of stuff. I had to pay somebody, it was around $10,000 to refurbish it, to make it run, make it safe, so it works. It doesn't make sense to have a vault door if it's just drywall around it where somebody could just bust through it. Like me, I did reinforced concrete, floor, ceiling, walls, everything. So when you guys build your room, make sure everything's insulated, it's reinforced, so nobody could just walk through and take whatever they want. You don't want that definitely to happen. Now, the thing weighs about 3,000, maybe 4,000 pounds, and it took a lot to refurbish it. I mean, it takes stainless steel, so any type of greasy stuff on your fingers. I like the vault door, but what I would have done different, for example, on this door is the stainless steel. Now, your fingers get oily and everything else, so you're constantly cleaning it with some 3M product, constantly wiping it down. I love the looks of it and everything else. It looks beautiful. I love the door itself. I just wish it was a different color so you wouldn't see my fingerprints all the time, so I wouldn't feel like I was cleaning it. So that's one thing I would think about before you guys put in a vault door. If you get it on a door, get it a dark color or something like that. You don't see your fingerprints. Whatever is going to match either your carpet, your floor, your walls, whatever you want to do. Paint's cheaper, so if you're going to change anything, change paint. Here's my dream room, guys. So before, this was a gift wrapping room. You got cabinets, you got countertops, you got tables. This is where the wife did all her gift wrapping room when birthdays, Christmas, all that kind of stuff. One day she came up with a brilliant idea of turning this into a gun room. And I took her up on her offer immediately, and by the next day, I was taking everything out of this room and started doing demo. I did all the demo myself, and what you see on HGTV of 2 days to demo room is BS. It took me a freaking week. I had to go to Lowe's, buy all the equipment, but it was just all the manual labor, sledgehammers, everything, knocking out, the moving the wheelbarrow in and out of the hallway, going to the dumpster I had dropped off. I don't know what that would have cost if I'd have paid somebody, I guess maybe a couple thousand. It just cost me my time, which it was fun because I got to take the frustration out on the walls. I kind of enjoyed it. So after I did all that, I had to rip out carpet, all that kind of crap, and found concrete underneath, so which I knew that that would be there. It was reinforced. And then I found out when we were doing the demo, because there was a lot of holes in the walls from me ripping the cabinets out. The ceiling was concrete as well. So what I was told from the previous owner was great news. There was ventilation already in here, fan and all that kind of stuff, which was fantastic. So we get into it and realized, what are we gonna do? So the first thing we did was move the electrical, get the electrical prepped and ready for some lights. Now, these can lights were not here. They were on, the other can lights were basically down the edges. So we ripped out all those and put new ones in the LEDs right down the middle of it. So after we did all that, my brother, who is a painter, came in, fixed the drywall and started painting. And he suggested to go with the lighter color to make A, the guns pop, B, the panels pop, and C, you wouldn't have to get as much lighting because it's so bright in here. Now, after the paint work, then we started doing the flooring, which I don't do flooring. There's no way you could pay me enough to do the flooring. It's just a linoleum we put down, scratch resistant, nothing major. I went with also a lighter color as well, so anything like the 50 or anything that's darker color would just pop. After that, then we decided if we wanted baseboard. I said I wanted to make it look classy because yeah, it is kind of my dream gun room, guys. So we put the baseboard down, moved the electrical down just in case I needed it to plug in anything. And this is prior, now remember, this is prior before YouTube. So I didn't know I was building it for YouTube. It just turned into be for YouTube. So after that, I went down to a local store that carries all the safes, and I told them, I said I need 3 gun safes. And they're a little shocked by that. And they said, what are you gonna do with that? And I said, store ammo. And they were a little blown away by that. And they're like, why? And I said, because I have a lot of guns, I got someplace to store the ammo, and I don't want them to, if the house catches fire, to make anything get ruined. I don't care about the guns. I don't really care about the ammo. And if you guys do build one of these rooms, make sure your insurance is paid. You got all the policies covered for all the guns you have, no matter how many guns you have. It's important to get that. So after we did that, wife came down, measured everything. She's the big measuring organizer. Everything has to be straight. So she was smart enough to measure all this out, and we came down to what we needed. So So at the time of the other rooms, that was 2012-ish is when we built those rooms. Now, Galotech, I think, just started in 2012. I didn't know about them then. I was ignorant. I didn't know. So when we got this room, that's when we found out about Galotech. So I ordered all the Galotech, one with a lighter color. They have 3 different colors, a gray, this tan, and a dark brown. I went with this color just because I wanted the guns to pop a lot more. Granted, if they're FDE, they're not going to pop as well, but these panels are fantastic. You have to make sure they're in studs, because otherwise don't go directly into drywall or anything like that, because it's not going to do you any good. Because for example, that Shytech there weighs about 40 pounds, and you see there's 2 there. So there's a lot of weight there on those panels, and it handles extremely well. On the edges, they're all magnetized. It gives this little edge here, which I really, really like. Now, brackets, I like them a lot. I like other ones a little bit better because they're easier adjustable, but these are I'm getting used to these. They work very well for what I need. In cost, in Galotech, maybe $6,000, maybe $8,000. I don't remember, it was a while ago. But the last thing we put in was the walls, was the Galotech. That was the very, very last thing after we prepped everything else. It took us about a day, no, I take that 2 days. Me, my brother, and my brother-in-law put all these up. It went seamlessly. I mean, it was pretty easy to install, guys. Anybody can do it, that's no doubt. It's like putting together Legos for all the guys like me and Chad like Legos. Definitely, it's just like that. So as soon as we did that, then I got the guns that I had, I laid them out how I wanted to do it. And the cool thing is you could adjust these so you can do it, and if you don't like it, redo it. You know, I point them all the same direction. So as you walk in, it goes with the flow as you're walking in. In the same way with walking all the way around, is exact, all pointing one direction. Now, what I would have done different. Prior not knowing about YouTube, I would have done something about sound, because I gotta wear a mic in here, because otherwise it's gonna sound like crap. The reverb in here, it's very echoey. That part really, really sucks. I would have done something to do with something sound. I don't know what I would have done about the sound. I don't know what I would have used or anything. Never researched it, but we're about ready to build another gun room, and everything I've learned from this room, I'm gonna transition into that room. So what I would have done different, what I'm going to add to this room. What I am going to add is more Galotech panels on both sides of the big safe, because this is getting pretty busy. I mean, there's guns everywhere, which is cool. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it a lot, but it looks too busy. It looks kind of crowded, like it's not evenly spaced. Maybe that's me being weird, but I don't like it. So we're going to put those 2 panels up there. And I'm thinking, if you guys tell me what you would do, I think I'm going to put pistols on each of those next to the safe, at least to get the pistols out of there so it doesn't look so it's crowded in with the rifles. You guys tell me if that's what if you guys would do that or not. I don't know. Or dedicate that to a different thing. Maybe put Terran's guns over there, or put all the B&Ts or something. I don't know. We haven't quite decided yet. What I also do different would be a little bit more lighting. Doesn't have to be a lot, but maybe towards the front when you walk in, I would have done, because it's kind of dark there. I would definitely do that a little bit differently. I do have like security monitors everywhere, so when I'm in here and I can lock myself in, nobody can get to me. And if they open the door, they're going to be greeted with a 50 cal pointing at them. So go ahead and let them try. But if you're going to do a YouTube channel and do something a little different, and you're going to have a room maybe not quite this size or whatever, just make sure the sound and lighting. Chad would tell you that on who's holding the camera right now. That's a big deal. But in total in this room, dollar-wise, not including guns whatsoever, I'd say 25,000-ish. And if you guys got any questions or any concerns, ask me. I'll try to respond to you and say, yeah, I wouldn't do this or do that. I'm very busy, so if I don't get to you right away, I'll get to you as fast as I can. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys make a great gun room. Feel free to reach out, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Hope you guys have a great day, and take care.